Hi, in this video we're going to talk about the lesson plan. So this is Introduction to the Lesson Plan Rubric Review, and first lesson plan, template due, and the first due date. The lesson plan is out of your unit. It's one of your days of instruction. So it's not the first day, and it's not days 8, 9, or 10. It's days 2 through 7. One of those 6 days will be your lesson. It should make sense, it should be clear, and it should be targeted towards your intended grade level. So if you tell me that you're going to be doing a 3rd grade level assignment for your lesson, I don't want to see particle physics. So now we're going to do the rubric review. Here's the rubric. You can download it and read it pretty clearly, but I'm just going to go over a few things and make sure that you clearly understand what I want you to do. First, context. All descriptors are listed in the topic, grade level, and time allocation. How long is it going to take? What's going on? What's going to happen? Identify what the student is going to expected to know. Your performance objective is your specific objective. This should start with student will be able to. Grouping activity for each strategy as identified, and we'll talk more about this next time we meet after break. But your grouping strategy is, why are you putting students into a group? Why are students working individually? Why are they working in a small group? Or why are they working in a large group? A whole class does not necessarily mean large group. Okay? A lot of times students think that a whole class activity means large group. That's different, and we'll talk about that. Name the strategy for each activity of the lesson. So label it as direct, integrated, or indirect. So what are you doing? Are you direct instructioning some activity and then moving forward into an indirect activity? So that would probably be indirect overall. I specify at least 2 standards, and these are your ODE standards. Describe 2 modifications to the lesson, and these are things that you're going to be doing based on your children with special needs listed in your school district community profile analysis. Use a provocative question, model, picture, demonstration to generate interest in the lesson. This is called an anticipatory set by me. It's where you're getting the students ready to learn. And then you have activity 1, 2, and 3 with transitions in there. So activity 1 might be welcoming the students to class and asking them to read through a paragraph. Activity 2 might be asking the students to complete a project related to the paragraph that they read at the beginning of class. Activity 3 might be asking the students to write or draw a picture or make an interpretive dance related to the project that they just did. If you're thinking a lot about what these 3 parts are, just think about breaking an essay down into 3 parts. You're going to have your sort of preamble, that's your anticipatory set or introductory area. You're going to have a kind of introductory summary of what's going to be happening in class. You're going to have your content, and then you're going to have kind of your closing activity or your resolution in your essay as you're writing it. That's kind of what's happening here. For transitions, if you're not in elementary education, your transitions are a lot of times going to be, okay, now we're going to be doing something else. In elementary education, your transitions are often going to be things like the cleanup song or the go to different station song, so on and so forth. With closure, you're going to describe how you draw the class to a close and either go on to the next subject area in early learners or close the lesson so that students can go on to their next class. You need to describe real and authentic assessment measures that are going to be used to gauge how well your students are learning. Finally, I need to see what materials you're going to be learning, and then I want to know that you're organizing it. Now, you look at the template, it's all of the things that you would expect to see based on the rubric. It's not really hard stuff. You put your standards where the standards go, your teaching strategies where the teaching strategies go, and so on and so forth. There's no real surprises here. That's all. I hope you have a great day.